So it's currently past 11. You can probably hear Brennan there. They're going off on a cruise. I can't join though because we're leaving at about 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, trying to go back 14 hours in one day. So I'm gonna go pack up, get some sleep, and I'll catch up with you guys in the morning to begin our trip back to Phoenix from Loveland and SOC 2019.
One debt to society later.
It's about 6 a.m. next morning. Sun is just coming up. It's a beautiful morning out. There's a few people over there. I don't know what they're doing. We got a guy in a 9000 Aero packing up right here. Parking lot has definitely emptied out. I think a lot of people left after the group photo yesterday, but just check the coolant. Seems to be all good. Check the tire pressure. So let's get going. First stop, McDonald's for some breakfast. Gonna miss this. This was seriously so much fun. And for everyone who came out, you know what I'm talking about. For the people that unfortunately couldn't make it, you better come next year. That's all I gotta say. There's my dad. Could I get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit with 2 sides of hash browns?
What's that deal?
And a cup of water, please. So while I'm waiting in line at McDonald's, I figured I'd go over what the plan is for today. So it's currently very early, at least considering how late everyone was up last night. We are planning on driving all 13 and a half, 14 hours, which is about 920 miles all today. So we're gonna be taking a different way back. On the way up, we came through Utah and drove through Colorado, through Grand Junction, and took the eastern route through Colorado. This time we're gonna take I-25 south through Denver, hit Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and then we'll come across on I-40 back into Arizona and take a beautiful last 2 to 3 hours of the drive through Payson and all that. So I'm gonna film what I can. Of course, first I've got to get some gas. Go 180K. She hit 180K. Almost to Colorado Springs. But yep, 180,000 miles on the Turbo X. If I had $1 for every one of these road work 1 mile signs I saw, I would probably have about $10, but it's getting pretty annoying at this point. Just saw a sign for Albuquerque, 355 miles. That should be about the halfway point for us, so probably another 4 hours of driving. We've been on the road about 2 hours so far, so I'll probably need to fill up before then. Now that we're through Colorado Springs, there's not a whole lot. We're getting into a lot of plains and a whole lot of nothing again. So there will be some filming for sure, but it might not be the most interesting. I'll try to keep it at least somewhat interesting. But Turbo X is doing fantastic so far. I'm right here. I have some directions to Santa Fe, which I was hoping I could make it to Santa Fe on 1 tank of gas, but it's still 3 hours away and about 200 miles away, a little bit over 200 miles away, and I'm at just about half a tank with 210 miles on the tank. So that would be cutting it a little bit too close, so I'm probably gonna have to stop a little bit before Santa Fe, get some gas. But we're about 35 miles from the New Mexico border right now, and it's still a whole lot of nothing. So we're in New Mexico now. There's a town called Las Vegas. Not that Las Vegas, a small Las Vegas, I guess. That's in, I think, like 110 miles. So it says I've got about 140 till empty. Probably just above 3/8 of a tank, just about at 3/8 of a tank. So we'll see if I can't make it, or if I know it's going to cut it too close. Obviously, I'll stop beforehand. But that's the current goal. So now time to hypermile, and by hypermile I mean drive at 85, 90 the whole way. I never do this. I always fill up on the gauge. It's a quarter tank, but gas light just came on. Says 54 miles left. We have about 20, maybe 25 to go. Just about 20, I think. So I should be good. I just hate starving the fuel pump. And if there is a gas station closer, I might just stop at that, but there might not be. Oh baby, you couldn't read that sign. Las Vegas, next 3 exits. 347 miles on the tank. Love's gas station. $2.58 for unleaded. Wow, this place is cheap. So just filled up. A massive horde, about 30 bikes, just showed up right when I pulled in. Of course, like 3 of them cut in front of me because they're all assholes. They can rev their engines. Cars don't smell anything. Car looks good. I mean, it ran for over 4.5 hours straight at 3,500 RPM, which the entire time. Killed a fair amount of bugs. For some reason, the front plates always seem to be a magnet for them. But yeah, I'm gonna go inside, grab a snack, and we'll head back on our way. Back on I-25, here we go. My dad caught up to me. I shouldn't say caught up to me because he kind of stopped earlier for gas, and I didn't. Because it was the quest for the 350-mile tank, which we fell just short of. Next stop, Albuquerque.
After all that we've been through, I think it's fair from me to you. Watch it burn as we soar away. Hey. After all is said and
So we just got off I-20. Oh wow, there was almost a crash right there. I don't know if you guys saw that. I'll replay it right now, zoomed in if you didn't. So we just got off I-20. Oh wow, there. But anyways, we are in Albuquerque right now. We are going to grab a bite to eat, and then we're gonna get on I-40 and take that. And yeah, so catch up with you guys after we grab a bite to eat. All right, just filled up at a Shell here. I wish I needed a full tank of gas because it's only $2.91 for 91 octane. So pretty good price, if I do say so myself. Now let's hit the road. Our next stop is going to be Holbrook, which is like 3.5 hours away, I believe.
I am the one. I have waited here forever. But all I know is what I'm told.
Stuck in traffic in the middle of nowhere. This is great. Well, the traffic has lightened up a bit, I guess you could say. We're up to almost...
Watch out, vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
Okay, thank you, Waze. So I looked up on Waze, and it looks like we've got this for about another 6 miles, but it's not bumper to bumper anymore. We're moving at like 40, 50 miles an hour, but we're down to 1 lane, so... Really didn't think I'd have to sit on traffic, or sit in traffic in the middle of nowhere, but of course, construction, so... are out of that traffic and now into some beautiful, beautiful landscape coming out here.
Have faith in me, really behold. The skies are cast, they are foretold. Watch the stars when I am gone. When I am gone.
are back in Arizona, or I should say I am back in Arizona. My dad is behind me somewhere, so I'm assuming by now, at the time I'm recording this, I'm like 5 miles in Arizona. I assume by now he's in Arizona too. But point being, I'm about probably an hour from Holbrook, about 70 miles. Car is still running fantastically. So I hit 180,000 probably about an hour and a half after we left this morning, and I'm now at 180,542 as a semi is about to cut right in front of me again. Jeez, these semis really make aggressive lane changes, I will tell you. It is very frightening to see, especially when they cut you off like that. So I think that's a sign that I should put the camera down and focus on driving again. So I'll catch you guys in Holbrook. We made it to Holbrook. This is a nice little small town, actually. Pretty cool. Oh, here's the Chevron. So I'm gonna fill up on gas right here, clean off the windshield and everything, and we'll get back on the road and finish up this last stretch of the trip home. This thing is absolutely filthy. Yeah, there we go. Yep, she's doing so well. So pulled in the Chevron right after I stopped recording and completely got the front lip pretty good. It looks fine, but it sounded like a baby getting shot. It was pretty bad. So Dad caught up to me in the 9.5, so now it's all gonna be state highways the whole way back, which means one lane on each side, which means slower speeds, but we've got like a 5,000-foot descent, and it should be some really, really incredible views. So let's roll the B-roll. Alright, so we're in Payson right now, which is about the halfway point from Holbrook to Phoenix, so we got about an hour and a half left on the trip. So yeah, still at about 5,000 feet. Phoenix is at like 12 or 1,100, so still got quite a descent to go.
Carry the world upon your shoulders, for I'm not the only one. How could you look behind now when everything is done? Oh, you carry the world upon your shoulders, for I'm not the only one. How could you look behind now?
Well, alright guys, I am basically pulling into the neighborhood right now. My goal was to make it home by sunset. It just crossed 7:30 p.m. We left at 5 a.m. Arizona time, which was 6 a.m. Colorado time. I wanted to go through and show you guys, I guess, my statistics or whatever you want to call them for the trip back. So drive time 3 hours, that's since we left Holbrook and filled up. We didn't stop after that. 910 and what will be 911 miles here after, or by the time I get home. 911 miles from Loveland. So over 900 miles on the car today in about 14 and a half hours. And then let's check the final MPG. This is the MPG for the entire time that I was there. 29 MPG. 29 MPG. That's pretty good if you ask me. So here's the car, pretty filthy. Bugs literally everywhere. So I'm gonna have to give her a good wash tomorrow. I'm exhausted though, because like I said, we've been driving since 5 a.m. Arizona time. I can't believe how well this car did. I mean, it has over 180,000 miles on it now. That is just incredible to think. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. I hope you all that came to SOC enjoyed it. I'll see you next time, and I'll see you next year at SOC 2020.
Check your body.